All right, we're back with Michael Yorba, your host on the New Equity Network show, and our guest, Barry Lamperd, CEO, Lamperd Less Lethal, web address, lamperdlesslethal.com, symbol on this company, LLLI. All right, Barry, you had a press release come out yesterday. It hit everywhere, and it says that Lamperd Less Lethal expects tremendous revenue growth. And for all the people, the investors out there, what is that pointing to? Why are you expecting tremendous revenue growth?
We put a big effort into the Middle East. We just quoted for 31 million rounds of small caliber ammunition for this area. Where I'm located, we're right on the border of the U.S. and Canada. We're located in Canada, actually 7 minutes from the border. And the Canadian market in small caliber ammunition is extremely high right now. There's been a shortage, and I believe a lot of people realize that there's been a shortage in small caliber ammunition for quite a while, especially if it's made out of brass. And our casings are synthetic. We've worked with the synthetic companies, oil companies here in where we're located in Sarnia, to develop new synthetic shell cases and projectiles for many, many years. And we've just invested a fairly large amount of money in the first two high-quantity ammunition molds for our machinery, and that's the 9mm and the 223. Now, 223 is used on the AR-15s, and most people know what that is. It's used a rifle that's used all over the U.S. and Canada. That's where we're looking at the major market that's coming up very shortly. And we have people in Saudi Arabia, as we speak right now, meeting with the government officials on riot gear and related products, including all this ammunition. So that's why we feel that the market is going to be there very, very shortly.
So this would be the first of many countries coming to you. And these aren't just individual companies. These are countries that are coming to you looking to purchase your new shell casing products. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, yeah. These are like their municipalities
right.
or their country representatives at the federal level also. And this is from Europe to Asia. We've got people that are coming to see us from Africa shortly, especially to look at our new synthetic rounds. So the market has, as I mentioned earlier, is just developed actually only 2 years into the making to this point, and I think that's why the increase in revenue for us will be significant.
I would imagine it would be with that kind of a new casing round. How long did it take in R&D to come up with this and prove out the product so that you can actually sell it commercially?
Actually, we've played with it for almost 4 years now to find the right cross material because right now brass has ability to sustain its body actually being fired. And synthetics will shatter.
Right.
But we've come up with a solution for that problem, and we can make the molds are 100-round molds. So each time our injection molding machine opens up, it drops 100 cases, and the cycles are depending on what is about 40 to 50-second cycles. So every 40 or 50 seconds, you're dropping into a container 100 rounds. So we have the capabilities, and we have 3 machines that can do this work 24 hours.
So what about the cost of this new product? Is it comparative to what they're doing with brass and to get this out? Or
it'll be relatively the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there won't be as much of a shortage, is what I'm hearing. You can actually fill that void because there was a rampant run on ammunition here for a couple of years, and nobody could get anything. Everybody was buying it off the market, and they were all running scared. Now, are you saying this is going to fill that? This might help to fill that void?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but
right.
I believe that that market we should take up the slack that's in this shortage.
All right. What about the international market? You mentioned Israel. You mentioned Africa. Do you see that this...
Sorry, I didn't mention Israel, but we do. Obviously, Israel is a market. We sell Israel our small handgun.
Okay.
And they use it for prison services.
All right. What in regard to the company? Let's talk about this. I'm going to back up. You know what you can and we cannot say about your company. Publicly traded. But I wanted to find out the business model, where you see pockets of opportunities and growth in your industry sector, and how you're going to stay on the front lines with this.
Well, over the years, most concentrations of our research has been in the public order sector. Like we make an incredible riot shield that does a tremendous job, and the market doesn't even realize we have it. We've had it for many, many years, and the shield coincides with our camera. We have a built-in camera in that shield for the front line, so the officer that's in the middle of a confrontation has that thing completely filmed, and it's actually built right into the glass of the shield. So there's nobody can take a hold of it and remove it from his vest, and it's going to record consistently throughout that confrontation. And the other thing is there's a port on our shields for our handgun, so the officer can actually take care of the situation without lowering his shield. And that's always been a problem. They have to grab a big launcher off their back, adjust the shield on the ground so he could take aim, and that all takes time. And this has eliminated that time factor. This is almost instantaneous action.
Now, I was looking around. Do you also provide training for law enforcement here too?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Describe the training that that these people are coming to you for.
The most interest has been in the handgun lately.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of departments have tasers. Now, tasers are a very unique piece of kit and works very, very well at close range. But a lot of the officers on the front line, especially public order guys, do not want to get that close. And that's the advantage of this handgun. It's another tool for their toolbox, is what it is.
I get it. The products that you list, because I'm looking up here and I see pants and jackets and stuff, so it looks like you've also got some form of body armor?
We do not make body armor. We make protective gear.
Okay.
So our products are designed for public order. Like if you're throwing a brick at somebody, he's going to be protected. It is not protection against bullets.
Got it. I got it. It's all less than lethal, like the name says, product. All right. Well, Barry, we've got about 2 minutes left, maybe about a minute and a half left in the segment here. Is there anything I left out for questions you think are important for the shareholders?
Well, probably the goals. Our goal to move forward, now that we've got everything in place, when you develop all these products, you've got to get things moving. And now that the market is, I shouldn't say opening, the market is there because of the situation around the world. So we're going to concentrate on developing and moving the markets to distributors to get our area of expertise, which is our public order side of products, to the marketplace.
Perfect. All right, Barry, thanks so much for being on the show. I'm glad to have you here to see all the stuff that you're doing. You're bringing out to law enforcement and to and the general public. I appreciate you taking the time to be on the show.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure. You've been listening to Barry Lamperd, CEO, Lamperd Less Lethal The web address is lamperdlesslethal.com, and the symbol on this great stock that I think is a great stock is LLLI. And you've been listening to Michael Yorba on the New Equity Network show, 1160 AM, KVCE, DFW's Business Authority. Thanks for tuning in.